And you can apologize for being rude.
Yes, you can, anytime.
I'm sorry if I was rude.
I'm sorry if I was rude.
Why'd I always have to twist your arm to get an apology? All right, welcome to this week's episode of Garage Therapy with Mike. I don't think my I just lost my frame of thought. I don't think my guest today needs no introduction. She's kind of the driving force between everything that we do. She's kind of the glue that holds everything together, and she's also the motor that pushes everything, whether I like to or not. So anyway, I'd like to introduce you to my wife, Danielle. Go and get your drink out of the fridge, love, and come have a seat.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk at you. I'd like to thank DJ Mike Daniels for the beats coming in. That's a custom beat he made just for the show. Appreciate that. Hi, hon.
Hi. I'm drinking some good stuff today.
Yeah. Oh, you got the good stuff. So, you know, Garage Therapy is you help me build it, and you help me kind of gain the confidence to do this, which sometimes isn't so easy. So I'd like to hear your side first as to why you thought this would be a good idea.
I think you have a lot to say.
I always have a lot to say. Thank you.
I feel like you have a story a lot of people could relate to, but not only a story that people can relate to, a story that people can relate to but not want to talk about.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that have similar backgrounds, but it's something they don't want to think about. They don't want to talk about.
Right.
But I feel like if somebody can talk about it, then maybe they'll open up a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's some therapy right there.
I think you have a story that can help out lots of people.
I have lots of stories.
You do have lots of stories and lots of very, very good insight to helping people see way more than they see in themselves. You just have a knack for being able to push people to believe in not only themselves, but to feel empowered to talk about things that might be hard, scary, sad, happy, all those things. So that's why you're my first guest on episode 1.
Aw,
Yeah,
thanks.
Let's talk about it.
Thanks.
So I guess you need to know a little bit about the me before you can understand the we and where we are today as a couple. So we were both born and raised tiny town, nowhere, Wyoming. Raised in different environments, family-wise. Kind of both we met in high school a couple times. She was dating a couple of my high school buddies. Some of you might be watching. I won the game, but it's not what we're here to talk about. So both kind of went on our own journeys. Couple marriages, couple divorces, good, bad, ugly, happy, sad, kids, all kinds of stuff. Randomly ran into each other about 20 years after not seeing each other for a long time, not even communications really. She was stalking me on social media, found me in Las Vegas.
That was the other way around, just saying.
That's a subject the lawyers will be able to help us filter that out. But met up in Vegas about 11 years ago. Yikes. Yeah, a little over 11 years ago.
It was about
Yeah,
that.
seem that long? You gotta speak up so that people can hear you.
Yeah.
It's not in your head. You
It's
can't see.
actually almost 11 years ago.
Anyways, I'll speak for myself, but when we met up, I had a different view of growing up as to how we could have gone on a date or something, but she sees it vastly different, but she can just describe her own side of it. I didn't do anything. We was introduced a couple of times, and when we met up 20 years later, I didn't want to miss my chance. So I started driving long ways for weekend after weekend to go see her. She was living in southern Arizona. And long story short, we kind of dared each other to get married, and we both really kind of on a whim, really, did a drive-through in Vegas, which is super awesome.
Planning a wedding's hard, and ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. And we dared each other to show up. So anyway, fast forward, here we are. Couple businesses. We've got some amazing business partners. We're partners with each other in several businesses, and my wife recently just started her own venture, which, let's talk about that. That's way more important than...
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So I'll let her just kind of go a little bit into her history and what she's doing, and let's talk about your newest venture.
Oh, boy. Okay. I decided that I wanted to help other women who have maybe experienced some of the same things that I've experienced. So that was encouraged by an awesome man that we met and who is now our friend, and he was our life coach. He encouraged me to do that.
Can you say his name on here? I don't think he'd yell at us. Well, I'm going to anyway.
Okay.
That would be Andre Popa and the Badassery Factory.
Yeah. The Badassery Factory is the bomb.
If you need, well, I'll say without our life coach, I'm not so sure where we would be today. Personally, together, professionally.
Yeah.
Anyway, Andre Popa and the Badassery Factory, look it up.
Yeah. Well, he encouraged me to do this. He had asked, something that we had wanted to do, like something we felt like we wanted. And I just said, basically, I love to help people. I wanted to help people, and I do in my career. That's always been something I do, but I want to do it in a different way, on a different level. So I am starting a program that helps women who've been in trauma or abusive relationships to just basically to help overcome some of that and to help heal some of their issues and succeed in their future relationships, basically. Because he and we had our own issues, and yeah, we're way better now. But I feel like if I can help other relationships succeed, that would be awesome. I think part of that was that initially I thought I had fixed my issues. I thought I had gotten rid of anything that was lingering, but I mean, I think there's always still something there, but you just have to figure out how to get around it.
I think in a weird way, we have kind of a way of filing away things. Yeah. We thought we got over them. We thought they didn't bother us, but I think they just kind of get stored in the back. And certain sights, sounds, smells can really bring that forward. So
yeah, there's triggers.
Yeah, they're definitely triggers.
And we just need tools to deal with our triggers. So we were given tools, and I want to help other women learn tools and find ways to get through their triggers, and so that they're not sabotaging their own relationships.
So let's talk a little bit about the program itself. I mean, is it a day, 2 days, 10 days, 40 days, 100 days?
It's going to be, I'm working on it. It's currently in the process, but it's probably going to be 6 weeks, a 6-week program. And there's going to be, we're going to meet once a week. there's going to be homework every single day, and then we'll meet once a week, and basically we're just going to figure out a goal, and I want women to have a transformation. I want them to see a difference in their 6 weeks of this program. I want them to see a difference in themselves and a difference in their relationship and how they react to things.
Going through this, the development process of this, has it kind of helped you think more about your situations too? How like this, how your new system could have helped you back, before everything, and you could have been doing all this stuff. Do you think it would have helped having something?
For sure.
Okay.
I think part of it is the community, the group. So where you have somebody to talk to, where there's going to be women who have all been in the same situations, who have similar stories, and you can bounce things off each other, and you have somebody who can relate to your situation, so you're not holding it all in. I think that's a big one, because I didn't have anybody that I knew that I could talk to about it, and it's not something I wanted to talk about. It's not something.
And you come from a large family. Like you come from a family of a bunch of chicks.
Yeah.
One dude, poor Corey, I love you, bro. Can't imagine what it was like. I mean, probably cool and hard at the same time, but did you ever talk to any family? Did you ever?
Oh no, I didn't want to. I didn't want them to know. I didn't want to talk about it, but I didn't want them to know because I knew they would hate the person.
Yeah.
And I didn't want, they already knew enough. They knew a little bit, and they hated him for the little bit they knew.
Yeah.
But I was still trying to work things out with this person, just hoping it would work.
Yeah.
But it was very traumatizing in the meantime. But after the fact, after I was done, everything was said and done, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I just moved on with my life. But if I had been able to get into a group, if I had heard about a group where there were other women who went through that, then maybe some of my issues wouldn't have popped up in my new relationships.
Do you think you would have been mentally ready for a group? Because I just remember, when we started our sessions with our life coach, it was hard to get you to open up. Like I actually enjoyed watching it happen. It was kind of sick, but I actually enjoyed watching him because we were, complete transparency. It was rough to start because we both had past issues that we thought we were the innocent ones in those past issues, and we thought we were the ones that didn't deserve that, or we had all these reasons as to why, and we brought that into our relationship, and whoa, was it bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was lumpy. So, but I know for a fact that, and if you're not ready or willing to put forth the effort, it's really hard to make that jump. So that's why I'm asking, do you think you would have been open enough or ready enough, or do you think the time that you were maybe in the dark spot was necessary for you to be able to be where you are right now?
So I feel like I would have been ready had I known about a group, like a women's group. If there was a women's group, then I knew these women had been in the same situation, whatever, and we could all talk about baggage or whatever. I would be comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Now, talking to my husband, no, absolutely not. Talking to my parents about it and my siblings about it, no. But if there was a women's group that we all could relate and throw out our stories, that's different. I would have been able to do that.
Okay.
That would have been okay. I didn't know of anything like that.
I wonder, I was raised in a pretty polite way to say some of these things, but I was raised in a pretty rough environment, and I understand the feeling of not wanting people to know, or not wanting to people, not really letting people see what's behind closed doors. I prided myself, and I still do to this day, that people I grew up with had no clue what it was like for Mike to go home. Had some family help and support, but it was pretty sporadic. It was pretty, and it was better left unsaid, really. So that's pretty awesome. You'd have been willing to. Maybe it's a man and you're a woman, but I would have tried to keep it hidden. I wouldn't want to talk to anybody about it. I'd just file it away. But
and I think women like to talk. I mean, I think that's just nature. Women talk. Women are talkers.
Like emotions or situations. Like, what do you guys like to talk about the most?
Just talk. And if there's an issue, a lot of times women will just talk to figure it out themselves. They don't want
okay.
it fixed. Like if
Okay.
I come to you with something and I just want to talk about it.
Yeah,
I don't want you to fix it. I just want you to
We've
listen.
had those conversations. That's funny.
So women just like to talk, and then if they can talk to somebody and it sparks something in that other person, like, hey, I can relate, then
Okay.
it's like friends. Then they're just friends. They have something that is relatable.
Okay.
So I feel like the group is going to be a big part of it, but there's homework too to help you overcome some of this stuff. So it's actually journaling is going to be the major part of it. So I've journaled since I was 9 years old.
Wow.
My dad gave me my first journal when I was 9. I remember it was a cute little journal and had little, prompts and little
Had a little lock
bubbles.
on it? Have a lock on it?
I did have one at one time
Hey.
with a lock, and I really liked
That's
that.
big time. That's fancy.
So, yeah. I've always journaled, and I never realized how much it helped me. But, I feel like there were times I wanted to, say something, but I'm not good at talking to people. I can't get my emotions out when I'm one-on-one in front of the person. I just freeze up. I'm not a confrontational kind of person.
Yeah.
But if I can write it down and as if I'm speaking to you directly and I just write it down, everything I want to say, then it's off my chest.
Okay.
And then I can
Okay.
move on. I'm golden. I don't need to tell you because I already told you on my paper. And so I feel great.
It's so funny you say that, because I remember early on in our relationship, again, when it was rocky, I remember there was times I'm thinking, man, this woman just loves to pick fights. She loves to just hit them buttons just to see what the reaction is.
No, I don't.
And I remember driving down the road, God, what kind of person does that? Why would you intentionally poke the bear just to see what happens? But so it's kind of funny you say that. But and I'm not innocent. And it's maybe it's in how we approach raising our girls versus how we raise our boys. Men versus women, hunters versus gatherers, all that stuff. So I wonder, because I was raised, I had a couple stepdads that you don't cry, I don't care how you feel, I don't care. You just do as I say, not as I do. But with our girls now, I see it's different. You want your girls to be emotional. You want your girls to be, that loving, caring individual as they get older. But I know me as an adult male now, with 2 sons, I take pride in the fact that I have an open garage policy with my boys. If you ever need to talk, I'm here. I don't care what it's about. My sons and I, we've had some pretty hard conversations. We've had some pretty mellow conversations, and conversations that probably on the outside looked way harder than it really was. It was actually pretty simple, but it was just letting them know. So that's kind of cool that you, at a young age, you were given that outlet, here, put all your feelings down here, and it'll probably help you as you. Interesting.
And there's different. I've had different kinds of journals. I have I have stacks of journals where they're half done.
Is that all them boxes I've been moving around all these years? Come on, man.
No, they're all.
Come on, man.
Actually, they're probably scattered everywhere, and a couple in every box. But there's business journals too, where I'm writing down my goals and I'm writing down what I want to accomplish business wise. And then there's other journals where I'm writing down emotions and daily issues. But yeah, there's sections, in my journal where it's just, daily things that are eating at me, or positive things like, oh, this is what we're doing now. And then there's other sections where it's like, okay, this is what I'm starting, this is the business I'm doing, and this is where I want to be. And so
I think that the common denominator that we're hearing is like, journaling to you is like uber important.
yeah.
That's interesting. Like through our trainings we've done together, we've had to write things down and draw pictures and stuff like that. And I guess I've never really thought of how deep that really goes as to what that's really doing. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of neuroscience behind journaling and how it affects your brain.
Huh. Yes, and that's a really big word. I don't even know. This is my brain?
Neuroscience,
okay.
Yeah,
that's a big word. You gotta...
It's how your brain rewires itself and helps your thought processes, and it helps you process emotions, and it just helps your it helps you just, I don't know, it's therapy. It is therapy. It really is therapy.
And that's what we're all here for, right? In the garage, therapy.
Yeah.
That's what we do here. That's awesome.
So writing is a big deal. And even when I wasn't like writing in my journal, writing a journal, other things that I did, which takes after my grandma, which I didn't do it because of that.
I remember that. I remember
is,
learning through your grandma. Like, there's a lot of writing there. Okay.
Yeah. My grandma, she writes poems. Well, I wrote poems too.
Wow.
I used to write a lot of poems. And actually, I have some children's books, and they're rhyming. So,
oh, wow.
It was like, I don't know, that was therapy for me too. So I love writing, and I've started a few different books.
So when do you think this is going to be available for people watching or listening, or?
I would say within probably by mid-November, within a month.
Is it all like is it like digital content? Is it like handwritten, like an actual tangible, something you can hold? Or
so I'm going to have a book, and I have a companion journal. So the two are going to go hand in hand.
Okay.
And the book, they're both going to be on Amazon. So you can do the Kindle part of it and read it there, or you can buy it, print copy. So there's going to be actually two journals. There's going to be one journal that goes hand in hand with the book for the program, and then there's going to be another journal that is geared toward like yourself. If you're not doing the program, you can do that journal, and it's going to guide you through the program, but in a little bit different way.
Wow.
So two journals.
I wonder why I don't see you much saying. Interesting.
Put my thoughts.
Hey, good for you. Guess if you put on paper, that means you can't yell at me for something.
That's right. You have no idea. You have no idea.
Thank God for journaling. This whole garage therapy thing really stemmed from my wife. She, one, gave me the courage to, I can't tell you how many times we have sat down, talked about this. We come out here, we get cameras set up and mics set up and lighting, and if people could see the behind the scenes to this, it's really quite funny actually, because she'll turn the camera more to me, or too high, too low, and all this stuff. So, but she really gave me this platform to kind of just get to be me, I guess, and kind of, instead of me putting my feelings on paper, now I can just kind of talk to people. So I guess I want to thank you, because you're kind of the engine that drives the entire thing. Your mind is nonstop. So I think it's pretty awesome, and I can't wait to see what the end result is, to be honest. I can't wait to see what it looks like, really. I'm kind of curious. Does it work for men too, or is it just women?
Nope, it's for anybody. It's for anybody, but my group
Okay.
that I'm starting my first 6 weeks is going to be only women.
For women, gotcha.
I want to do a women's group specifically, and then
For obvious reasons, like
Yeah.
we talked about that.
but then I mean, this book and journal are just geared towards everyone.
Awesome.
So we can do different groups at different times.
So we'll get to see that within a month.
Yeah, it'll be done in a month.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's not far from being done. So
Gotcha. So let's talk about my show. Like,
Let's
what do you
talk
think of
about
the end
you.
result? Yeah, let's talk about the end result. What do you think of this? Kind of neat.
I like it. I feel like you need to have some more guests other than me. I think I'll just hang out and be behind the scenes and get the camera
That's
set up
funny.
next time, and you can interview somebody else.
You know, one of the things that we had talked about when at the start of all this, you know, is I've got a plethora, just a smorgasbord. We call it a charcuterie board of friends.
Yeah.
You know, some are left, some are right, some are darker, some are lighter, some are taller, some are thin, some are fatter, some are fit, some are like
Religious and non-religious.
yeah,
and-
religious, non-religious. Like I have so many that I'm so grateful for.
Yeah.
You know, and we've had some conversations with some of them that, and I think in normal situations it would have been a lot of yelling and screaming and just not communication. I feel like when you start yelling and screaming, your ears close. And you just go until you run out, and then you need that gasp of breath. Well, then that gives the window to the next guy to come back at you. Like, I remember talking to one of my cousins one time, and he'll actually be on the show. I've already threatened him. He mentioned he liked Bernie Sanders. I'm like, who is that? I don't know who that is. And he was he's like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, I don't know who that is, man. But we had a conversation, and it was all political driven, and I'm not very political. You know, I have my own brain, I have my own 2 ears. Like, I can listen, I can process, and sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm ill-informed. But that was really a big pretense of what we wanted to do here, is we want to give people just a platform, just to talk,
Yeah.
family, friends.
And something that people can relate to. So it's just like everyday stuff, and there's, I feel like people can relate to a lot of different aspects of conversations that you have with your friends and people that you know. So people that are going to be on the show, I feel like everybody has a story. Everybody has a story.
Right.
So
That's true.
I think that's what people like, is to be able to relate to stories, and especially stories that aren't really talked about.
Yeah. I think it's exciting. It's going to be fun. It definitely, there was days I talked myself out of doing this. There was days I act like I had other things to do. Like I've done everything possible to avoid this, but this morning we got up, and the first thing I asked my wife is like, yo, let's do our first podcast. She's like, okay. And she was on it. Like, it's crazy how fast her brain works and how slow my brain works. But I'm glad we're doing it. I'm glad we got the first one out of the road. But is there anything else you want to say about your journaling stuff, or
No.
how proud of your husband you are? Same.
I love my husband. I love my husband so much, and I'm so proud of him.
That's funny. So we're going to try to do this once a week. Towards the end of the week, probably Saturday mornings or so. A whole different slew of guests. Hopefully people want to tune in. Families. I've seen recent events just shred families. And it's all just differences of beliefs and thoughts, but it shouldn't make enemies. I don't believe that we were put here to be enemies with anyone. People have wronged me in the past. I've wronged people. But I think if we can openly talk, I think it helps. I think it really, without ruining your home front, I don't think it has to ruin relationships. I mean, I think it's okay to be different.
Well, we're all made different.
Yeah.
There's not, nobody's alike. Nobody is 100% alike. And so we should expect opinions to be
That'd
different.
be kind of boring, right? Have you ever
Yeah.
thought about that?
Yeah, right?
Like, what's that game? Was it Lemmings or something like that? Where it's like one little dude will jump off a cliff and then a whole slew jumps off the cliff.
don't know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, sorry, get off on these tangents, but.
No, you're right. Like, we can't all be thinking the same. We do not have the same thoughts. Because part of that, we don't have the same thoughts and beliefs is because we were all raised differently with different parents in different homes with different thoughts and beliefs. And so we are how we were raised. And I mean, that's
Interesting.
we have to like consciously try to change that because our beliefs they come from how we were raised.
That's a good point.
And everybody was raised differently. And people were raised different parts of the U.S. And some on a ranch, some in a city, some on the streets, some in wealthy homes,
Never thought about that. Like our how we were raised is how we are today. It's an interesting thought.
And as we become adults and we experience new things, of course, our thoughts change, our ideas change, and
Well, do you think it's a mature thing too? As the more mature you get, maybe the clearer you see things, or the clearer you feel things, or
I don't even think it's that. I just think experiences make a big difference. Experiences make us, but we have to be open-minded, and not everybody's open-minded to change their thought process.
That's true. That's a true statement. Well, I guess tap out this week, and
We're good, yeah.
We'll see you again next week. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you kind of get the gist of what we're going to try to do here, and if you're interested, click on the link.
Yep.
Go ahead and follow us on YouTube at My Garage Therapy.
And
Garage Therapy 20. At Garage Therapy, the number 20 for my favorite
YouTube.
football player. So, yeah, on YouTube.
We will we'll get some other social media going, and then we can.
If you have any tips on how we can make this better or something, let us know.
Or ideas of conversations.
Yeah,
if there's something you want to
definitely
hear.
love topics. Yeah, we love a difference of topics. You've clearly seen several times through this thing, my brain we'll be talking about something, all of a sudden I'll think of something different and be like, man, like the whole lemmings thing, it's very open conversation, and it's going to go probably a million different directions, but anyway.
Yeah, we can talk motorcycles, we can talk video games, we can talk religion, politics.
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about, we're
Anything.
open to have a conversation.
We'll find people to talk with him.
If you're on our
It
friends
won't be
list,
me.
that means you got a target on you. So if you don't want that, you better unfriend me, because I'm coming at you.
And then even if you're not a friend,
And
you can send a message. And
speaking of, let's say same
ahead.
thing with Danny's journaling stuff coming. What's the program called? I didn't even ask you what it's called. Or do you want to say it? You don't have to say if it's not ready. Okay, so
I don't really want to say it yet.
if you're interested in my wife's journaling thing that's coming out, just where can we find this? I mean, where can we kind of keep updated as to how far you are, how far you're not? Like, do you have social media?
Yes, but I haven't been posting it, but I'm on Instagram, and I have my own Facebook, and so I'm starting to put a few things out there.
Cool.
A couple of feelers out there. So I haven't done any progress on my thing yet,
Okay.
on my program. I think I
on
just
your
want to
to-do
wait
list.
until it's done. I want to wait till it's done.
Okay.
I have a lot.
So I guess just
have a
keep
lot out there.
posted. Maybe if I get updates, I'll let people know on here, because we're going to be doing this weekly. And we'll just keep you updated for that. But hopefully you want to tune into that as well. I'm curious about it. So I don't know if I'm a write. I'm not a very good writer. The older I get, I don't know if but my chicken scratch gets worse. I
Okay.
used to like my autograph. You
So
know what I mean?
that's a
But now
myth.
it's like, meh.
That's a whole myth. People are
no.
say, I'm not a good writer. I don't know how to write. I don't write. But it doesn't matter. Like, you don't even have to put periods. You don't have to be able to read it. You just have to
She's not
write
being
it.
honest right there,
No, I'm for
because
real.
I'll write something and she'll be like, this is wrong.
Okay, but it's only for you. It's not for me. I'm not going to check your papers.
Oh, it's my diary. You can't be reading my diary.
See? If
Okay.
you make it illegible, then I won't read it.
But we can't call it a diary for men. We need to come up with something cool for men. Let's like, it's my Foot Locker or something cool. You know what I mean?
It's a foot locker.
Yikes. Okay. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you on next week's episode of Garage Therapy.